They'll run on first down. Thorpe, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Thorpe. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Thorpe. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Giants nothing.
On 2nd down, Thorpe. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Thorpe, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Not much on that. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Jacksonville.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that 1st play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, now Breeze. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Thorpe. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Down. Thorpe. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the move to his left. He's got Burton here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Jackson to throw on third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
26 1, 26 1. Go get it.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 7.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defender.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up second and
now again, right side. Thorpe. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
3rd and 3.
Now Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it, but they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Score Jaguars 17. Giants 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Jackson buying time to his left. Now in desperation, and that's caught inside the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. A touchdown is paramount here on 1st and goal, but got to be careful. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Throwing now is Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. The Jaguars going to go ahead.
That song's back in my head now, DJ.